Let's see how well this bass line works. Oh no, is it
Oh,
even
that was
on?
cool.
Oh, it's not on. There it goes. Haha. This is gonna be the power of editing in YouTube. This
What
is.
was
Hmm?
what was that transition you had? That was amazing.
Oh, it was something that I created. I've been fucking around with this program called Blender, and it's
Oh
just
yes, I'm familiar. I've never used it, but I know what it is.
yeah. So I've learned how to make this whole set on there. I've learned how to do that transition. I also have this like little follow me thing that I made as well. That like I can click this,
Wow.
pops up, click it. Yeah, I've gotten crazy on this. Like it's been fun. Quarantine has made me forcefully made me learn some fun things.
Hey, at least you're using your time wisely, unlike yours truly.
Hey, you're using it very wisely because you're now here on my stream. You're now on
That's
the
true.
couch. I mean, you're kind of on the
I'm a
couch.
floating orb of God, or not God, but I don't know, something.
I mean, with the name Kilroykilljoy, I'm pretty sure in the Halo community they have feared that name before.
Oh, they have. Trust me.
Because Kilroykilljoy, like, so that has come from the Halo games, correct?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Well, partially, half of it. The Killjoy part, the Kilroy part, because at the same time I was obsessed with Halo, I was also obsessed with World War II history.
Hmm.
And I don't know if you're familiar with what people say is the original meme. I mean, memes have been around for centuries. If
Yeah.
you want to, loosely what you consider to be a meme, but like Kilroy was here was something from out of the World War II era. So
Okay. That's
I
pretty
don't
cool.
know. I was, to be honest with you, I was super stoned one time, and like I thought the controller was so high, I thought the controller was melting into my hands, and I was one with the chief.
Yes.
And I was like, "Whoa, Kilroy Killjoy," and I've had it ever since.
I just love when those names just kind of fall to you, especially like my favorite thing is that you don't have to add numbers to it. Like you know that this is gonna be locked
Hmm.
in as yours forever when you make that name.
Yeah, I've gone ahead and preemptively pretty much any time something that's coming up like a new social media or something, I'll create it just so it doesn't get taken. I
Immediately, just like
remember
no
one
one.
time I saw a Kilroy Killjoy 1 on Xbox Live.
Oh
I'm like,
shit!
really, dude?
Oh shit!
Really? That's just blatant.
Not only is it blatant, but it's also like, hey, recognition. You know what's up. I'm gonna kill the fuck out of you, but I mean, you know what's up. You know what's up.
Yeah, at least be good at the game if you're gonna steal my name.
Right? Oh, I can just imagine that when you were in that lobby and just like wreck shit, just shit all over them, and be like, "This is the real Killjoy."
Hell yeah.
So, as someone that streams, so what kind of got you into streaming? Like, what was like your first like? You know what? That's something that I want to do.
You know what? I don't know. I can't remember. It's been so long. I've been streaming for 5 years now, and what I can tell you is the origin story of sorts. I originally set out to do YouTube. I just decided that I wanted to start creating content, and somewhere, and I'm one of those people who will like before I buy something, for example, I will research it for months and months and like study about it, learn about it, and then go for it. And I was doing the same thing for YouTube. I was studying about it, how to get started, like before I ever even tried to record a video, just researched. And somehow by doing that, I stumbled upon Twitch. But once again, I already had an account on Twitch. I've actually been registered since the Justin TV days.
Oh wow,
My account's from 2011.
damn.
So when I stumbled upon Twitch, I was like, "What is this?" And then I was like, "Oh, this is like Justin TV. I remember that from back in the day."
Hmm.
And then yeah, I started streaming as like a side thing to YouTube to just kind of get. I think I have to like make a little bit of this up, but I think what I my thought process back then was I'm like a kind of I'm a photographer by trade,
Okay.
and ironically I'm super camera shy. Um, so I think I started doing the live streaming to get like my original thought process was to like get used to being in front of a camera, right?
I feel that.
And then as I started doing it, I actually fell in love with it. I was like, this is so much freaking fun. And so I made Twitch the main thing, and then still haven't done YouTube yet, but we'll see what happens.
I like that. How you're like, YouTube this, and then finally you're like, but I ended up on Twitch.
Yeah, totally. That's
I,
exactly how it happened.
I love
And
that.
like I said, once I started doing it, I just really fell in love. I'm somebody who does better with improv, I think.
Hmm.
I'm not really trained to write and script things, which is what you have to do on YouTube.
That's fair.
And obviously, liking improv, that's all Twitch is reading chat or reacting to what happens in the game and going with it and trying to make it funny and entertaining.
I mean, definitely. Like, if anyone hasn't seen his streams yet, right down below my on my little table is
Cute.
his little link to his Twitch. And trust me, if y'all watch these streams, you'd be like, this guy camera shy. Since
I know it's
when?
kind of weird.
Yeah, like you get into some games and like it is so much fun to watch you. Like you're just such a chill and cool streamer to watch that like I highly recommend you to like anyone that's like, "Hey, do you ever watch people on Twitch?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got a recommendation for you. Go check this guy out."
Thanks. I really appreciate that. Well, it's easy when I have the community I have. Everyone's very nice, and it's been a slow grind. I probably could have progressed farther, but I'm somebody who enjoys quality over quantity. So
Mm.
I've kind of like culled my community to a degree. Like, for example, back in the day when I first started streaming, like I would have a couple of trolls in my community, and I would let them just like, obviously I'd never let them go too far, like
Mm-hmm.
anything racist or anything like that. But they would kind of bully and like be mean and oh, it's just a troll, man, and like back then it was like, well, if I ban this guy, then I go from 3 viewers to like one. So
Yeah.
it's like, but now I learned over time that it actually does more harm than good in the long run. And I started to just, you know what, man, like this is like you might have seen me do that. It's a regular occurrence. If somebody comes in my chat and is being a jerk, I'm like, you know what, might not be the place for you. Might be time for you
Yep.
to just, if you click that discover button up there at the top of Twitch, there's tons of other streams you can watch. So why don't you go do that?
Yep, that there I've been just hanging out and just some people are just being shitty and you're just like, maybe you should not be here and then everyone else is like, yeah, we all kind of agree with Kilroy. And then eventually that person just stops talking.
Yep. In the long run, it's better to do that. So if anybody's just starting up streaming, listening to this, don't deal with it. Just get rid of them. It's not worth it. You'll find an audience eventually, and it takes a lot of time and practice, but it will happen. And this comes from somebody who doesn't really have a huge audience, but I am very proud of the community I've built. Like as far as we have some incredible people in it, yourself included.
Haha, yes, I am. And I remember you when I was at starting up and we were doing like the communities with Shifty Bush and a few others.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I had to go to school. Like I finished up my degree. I got my associates in science and things like that. And I was like, cool. I'm making progress. And then I was like, I'm gonna come back to the community. And like everyone was gone, but like everyone had broken off into their own like little factions.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so interesting to kind of like go through and be like, well, who's where now? And I jumped into your community and just kind of like got immersed because like there were just so many friendly people that I hadn't met in the other community
Mm-hmm.
that I got to see how far you've grown just from where I was starting to where you were just kind of like launching yourself. It was really cool to kind of see the see what you have built over time while I was like at school and
Thanks. It's been a really fun journey for sure, and something. It's this sounds cheesy. Also, I just hosted you. I forgot how to be a streamer. Sorry, I forgot to do that.
it's all
There it is. Whoa! Oh, is that SpongeBob?
good.
I love it.
SpongeBob.
I'm a big SpongeBob fan. I'm not gonna lie. Well, like the first 3 seasons.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know
I was
about the
like, there was
rest.
a point where it kind of fell off, and it was like, but
Yeah, it
that
became
early
like ADHD, the
feel of
cartoon.
like horrible.
It
They
lost its subtle cleverness.
Yeah,
the
that and they were
kid
trying to
was
bring
like,
like the
"Blah."
disgusting like animation. They're like, we're just gonna try to go with grotesque and make that funny. I was like,
Yeah.
before the golden age, like they would come up with some funny ass shit. Like,
Oh, it was very funny, and that cartoon is incredibly subtle. There's plenty of stuff in adults for that too.
and how they break like the fourth wall. Mwah, love it.
Yeah. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Right, SpongeBob. No, but yeah, it was just really cool to see how far you'd built your community,
Thanks, man. I
and
appreciate that. I really do. It's been fun, and I don't really know how it happened, but one thing that I can say, like I said, there was a point where I was like, all right, we gotta can't allow the people
the
it's not worth it.
trollers.
And even if you just have one person who's antagonistic in your chat, it's not worth it because then it makes everybody else feel awkward. But on the flip side, if I can go into this real quick,
Hmm.
I think another thing that is almost, this sounds really weird to say, but I've talked about it before, almost sort of toxic in a weird way, is like when people can be overly positive to the point to where it doesn't feel like genuine anymore. It almost feels like it's a
They're just trying to
marketing
get their
tool.
name there to just be like, "Hi, I'm here, and I'm trying to be super helpful." And it's like, but I've only seen you say that like a few times.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's really weird. I feel like fake positivity is almost toxic in its own sense, where it's like I'm a super positive, hype person when I'm live, and then like off stream, it's like totally different story. And I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is be genuine. I've always just tried to be genuine.
I feel
Like
like
if there's something I don't like, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, you guys should play Anthem. It's a really good game. I'm gonna be like, no, this game's shit. And even though that's kind of a negative vibe, because I'm being honest about something that other people might be fine with Anthem, I'm gonna be like, no, this game's garbage, and you shouldn't give this corporation your money because they very clearly are taking advantage of people. This, and that. So I think it's kind of important to highlight those things as well.
I agree because like I hate the what I would call forced positivity. Like they are like
Yes.
you can clearly tell that they're forcing that smile upon their face when you can see it in their eyes. I'm like, you probably had a shitty day and you don't want to be here. If you don't want to be here, don't be here. Like,
Yeah, it's
take
not
care of
healthy.
yourself.
Exactly. That's what I mean. That's kind of what I mean by it can be toxic in its own way, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um you can I don't know, you can how I've only like grown as a person is through sadness and like trials and tribulations. So, if you suppress all that constantly and don't feel those emotions, it's I feel like it's really bad for you. So,
Yeah,
we
very
live in a
detrimental.
society that's like be happy all the time. And I'm like, no, it's okay to be sad sometimes. It's a perfectly normal
Mm-hmm.
human emotion that you need to experience and feel out.
And also
That's how you grow.
express. Like, you can't just like hold that shit in. Like, it is bad for you. Like, as someone that like went like growing up, I did try that, and like because like I grew up around this whole thing of like you're not supposed to cry, be a man. And I'm like, okay.
Totally.
And so
Same.
like it really fucked with me. But then like when I finally realized, oh, I can release my emotions, I can express them, and I don't. It doesn't have to be like a detriment to society. Like I can just go to my room, have a small cry, and be good to go.
Yeah, it's actually the opposite of a detriment. I think if more people, especially who identify as masculine, felt that they were allowed to be that way, we'd have a much healthier society.
I fully agree. I fully agree.
Anyway, wow, that got deep.
Wow, we really, yeah, we
I
went,
love it.
as I would say,
I
we
don't
went
even
off
know
to
how we
left
got
field.
there. That's the best part about podcasts.
But yeah, but it's been a ride. It's been a lot of fun watching things you do. So what do you kind of got going on moving to the future? I know you've been dabbing a lot in VR.
Yeah, so that's one of the things where so I just moved, and one of the things in this new room that I'm in that I'm trying to optimize is it's very small. It's like as small as the last place I was in,
Hmm.
but I'm trying to figure out how to optimize the space for VR so I at least can move my arms without smacking into a shelf. So
Fair.
last time, I wasn't really doing much VR, so I set my studio up with these cool shelves, and I had like this big like wall display. I'm sure you've seen it of like all these little gamer trinkets that I've collected over the years, and a bunch of memorabilia in the background from like streamers and entertainers that I've met at TwitchCon and PAX and stuff. Excuse me. And the shelves are huge though, so every time I try and play VR, I'd always end up smacking them and like everything. So I eventually had to take them down. And so right now I'm trying to figure out how to make it to where I can still display that stuff, but not have it. So I don't know what to do, but I'm figuring it out slowly. And I'm
Try.
trying to transition. I'm like while everything's broken down, I'm rethinking my lighting setup. I'm rethinking my camera setup, my audio setup. So I've just been kind of chilling. I figured I'm usually gone most of September anyway for PAX and TwitchCon and like other events and stuff. They all seem to happen in this one month. So I figured also my birthday is the first day of October, so I usually
Dang.
take some time off then to go celebrate. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna move, take all the time I need, breathe, set everything up, and then come back. And it ain't gonna be like a comeback. I'm just gonna start streaming again. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna like have a huge party or anything. But
You were just gone for just the move and it's making it sound like we're like, I'm coming back, guys. It's been like 50
yeah,
years, but here we
no, it's
are.
not like that. It's just I've been enjoying not being live. Not that being live is bad, but it's actually been I've been streaming like every week for the last 5 years, of my life. Like that's a lot.
That is a lot.
There have been periods where I've taken like a month off. I think I've done that once before. I think once before when I first started streaming, like that first year I took like 2 months off. And then a couple of years ago I took like 2 or 3 weeks off, I think. I can't remember why. It was probably to move or something again. But anyway, yeah.
But you're starting to see, like, you know what? Every now and then, a break is nice. Like,
Yeah, it totally is. And I've actually seen more of a trend of people kind of doing that, and I think it's really healthy. One cool thing that I'm considering playing around with, first of all, when I do start streaming again, I'm gonna cut it down to 3 days a week because I'm gonna try and transition not fully, but a lot more attention to YouTube. Um,
okay.
I love Twitch, but I feel like I'm at a point to where there's only so much I can do from here, Like I don't like to brag or anything, but I feel like my quality's top notch. I feel like my presence is top notch. Basically from here, all I have to do is like do the networking and with a big old dash of luck, you know what I mean? So it's been really fun, but one of the reasons I've always chased Twitch as hard as I have is because it's always evolving. Like it's for me it's always there, and it's still this way, but there's always something you can improve, something you can do to make this better, tweak this, make that, tweak that. But I'm so satisfied with the way my setup is that I've kind of lost that creative aspect for me. I feel like I've been in a little rut in that regard, and now it's just like the Twitch grind. And I don't want Twitch to be a grind. I like having fun. I like to just make my stream a chill place to have fun, right? I don't want to think of it like that. So anyway, this is very long-winded. I apologize.
You're fine.
I'm wanting to go over to YouTube now because this whole COVID thing, like I said, photographer by trade, I haven't been able to do anything. There's no events.
Yeah.
Can't take any photos, no weddings, no anything going on. So there's a part of me that's really starving to create something. And YouTube is, more crafted, edited. It's kind of like photography in the same sense that you go out, shoot something, come home, splice it up, figure out what's good, edit it down, and then make a narrative piece and throw it out there. So, if I can catch my breath here for a minute, good lord, I haven't talked this much in a while. So I feel like YouTube is going to be a really good space for me to get that creative outlet out,
Definitely.
So anyway, I'm going to come back 3 days, cut Twitch down a little bit, little less of a focus, and start putting content on YouTube at least like once a week.
Oh, nice.
I think that's going to help me out a lot as far as just feeling energized.
Heck yeah, I'll be keeping an eye out for that then, for sure.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But once again, I'm in this thing where I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to my content, where I'm like sitting here researching. I'm currently teaching myself how to video edit and all this stuff. I'm like, am I ever going to get around to this? Like, or am I just going to constantly? But I have to I've really got to get over the fact that I'm gonna suck at it for a long time, you know.
Video
And
editing is a
that's just how it
pain.
is. It's how you learn.
It is. Like I could tell you like the head bashings that I have had trying to one build this set. Like this set, strangely enough, not that hard to make. The couch that you were on, that took me fucking forever. I don't know
I,
why, but it
it
did.
looks amazing. Like it looks like it's sitting on the damn thing. It's got the right shadows and everything. It looks
It,
great.
it took so long, and I'm just like, how did I make all this like glowing effect, this TV, this desk, and then it was like couch. The couch took me like 4 days to make. The set took me like 3 hours.
The couch looks amazing though. You can tell that you put some love into it. I think it's probably one of those things that it's such a common item that our brains are very picky. Like when you see it, you can
Mm-hmm.
tell it's fake, right?
Yep.
But I can tell you took the time to make all the shadows match the lighting and everything looks great. It looks like they're going forward because it's glowing in the back. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's perfect.
Yeah, because like
I don't
that's
know if
kind of
what I'm
how.
saying makes sense, but
Oh,
you
it
know what I'm
does.
saying.
Because like my video editing is also kind of falling into that same suit that I'm just kind of like I'm clicking things and I'm like maybe I'm gonna put this here and it's like I duplicated it for some reason. I'm like why did it duplicate? Like like I get so irritated and like I have to have everything like spaced out time wise to like like milliseconds so I can be like okay this needs to go exactly here. Oh
hmm
it yeah I understand that perfectionist portion of it because it's just
Yes,
like
and it's almost
oh
like to a certain degree. So where you and I need to train ourselves is to be like, there's a point where we need to say it's good enough. And I never, even with my photography or anything, I never get to that point.
I
I'm
can't.
like,
It's so hard.
oh, I got to put it out like at the last second. Oh my God, they're expecting their photos tomorrow. I'm just send it out, and but I'm still not satisfied with it. You know, I need to get to a point to where I can say, hey, this is good enough. Like you're talented. This looks really good. Like it's not perfect in your eyes. That's okay. It's probably never going to be. So just put it out, and then you can get peer review. People can look at it and say, "Hey, you should try doing this," or you can look back at. Like I've looked back on some
True.
old photo sets of mine, and even some old streams. Like when you look when I first started streaming, it's like, wow, I've come a long way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you can look back and watch your VODs and say, oh, I could do this or I should do this. So it's like you're not really going to get farther or to that next step unless you start putting shit out there. So
That's fair. It's kind of like what
this
my
is me coaching myself right now.
yeah. So what my
I needed to talk, Kilroy.
what's it called? My singing teacher once told me like if you were ever singing in front of someone and they ever say like you did a good job, like they're like complimenting you, don't be like, "Oh, well, I messed up here and I messed up here." Because honestly, if they're A or your friend will let you know, "Hey, you need to work on some shit." And B, don't insult what they think is good. Like if they think
Yeah.
it sounded good, then just say thank you. Like,
Yeah, it's subjective.
mm-hmm. Like you might have thought it was crap, but to them, they were just like, I thought that was genuinely good. Like I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And also, they probably don't notice the flaws that you made at all because they're
Exactly.
not singers.
So it was one of those like I've been trying to keep that to heart, but it's like when I do things like the transitions and stuff like that, like I don't really get much feedback for it because
Mhm.
it happens so quick, and if like people aren't there when it happens, they don't see it.
Well, there you go. I saw it right away and I was like, damn, that looks amazing.
Well, I guess yeah, that's fair.
But that's probably because I'm a streamer. And I can pick up on that kind of stuff.
Checkmate, Chars. It's like, damn, got me. That was good.
No, I'm in the industry now. I'm also a streamer, so like that kind of stuff stands out to me because that's what's impressive to me. I'm like, oh yeah, look at that, like, because that's the kind of stuff I look at, Whereas a regular viewer, they just see that it's pretty and it goes by and they're satisfied, so they're not really gonna speak out. You know what I mean?
That's true. They're
It's
like
like
a
Yelp
thing.
reviews. You go to a restaurant, you have a great time, it's the best meal you've ever had. You go home satisfied and you go to sleep. If there's a fly in your soup, you need an outlet to fucking bitch about it. So you got to go and, you know what I mean?
Yep, that's 100% true right there.
So usually, if people aren't saying much, you're probably doing a great thing.
No compliments can be a good compliment.
Yeah, in a way,
That's why I
totally.
said could be. Emphasis on the could be. Well, since we're kind of whittling down we got about 5 minutes left, and I do want to
Wow, that
get you
was
to your
fast.
game, and I did want to play one quick game with you real fast if you are interested.
Sure, I'll do my best.
So with the name Kilroykilljoy, I have pulled up a list of some of the things that the announcer says in Halo during multiplayer.
Dude, this is gonna be so easy for me.
So I'm gonna name them out, and in 30 seconds, I want you to see if you can get through all 10 of them as I name them, and tell
Oh
me what they
wow.
do.
Can I ask for one hint?
You have 30 seconds to get through it, so I will give you a hint, but it should be pretty easy. Should be.
Okay. So, okay.
So let me know when you're ready.
Oh man. I'm just wondering if you included like all of the like double kill, triple kill,
No, that's too
overkill, or
easy.
if you're like,
That's too
okay.
easy.
All right.
All right, let me know when you're
I'll
ready.
just start doing it. 30 seconds. All right, I'm ready.
All right, and here we go. Betrayal.
Betrayal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you start it?
Yep. We
Okay.
Here we'll start
Okay,
over.
so are we trading? Like taking
No, no, no.
turns?
Like I will list off a couple of them for you. I have 10 listed right here next to me. And as I say the names, you're gonna say it, or I'm gonna say it, and you're gonna tell me what it does, like how you would
Oh,
get this
gotcha.
announcer to
I
do it.
gotcha. I thought I was just shouting things that he says. Got it. I can do this definitely. Yes. This
All
is
right.
way easier than I thought it was. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, you ready?
Sorry, I made that way too complicated.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Betrayal.
It's when you kill a teammate.
Betrayal.
Overkill.
That's when you get 4 kills in a row.
Overkill.
Perfection.
Oh shit. That's when you go without dying?
Yep.
Perfection.
All right, King of the Hill.
That's a game mode type where you have to stand on the point to get points.
All right. Betrayed.
That's when you get killed by a teammate.
Betrayed.
Slice and dice.
That's sword spray.
Slice and dice.
Killjoy.
That's when you kill somebody who's on a killing spree.
Killjoy.
We went a little over time, but you got through most of them.
Dang it! How many did we get through?
We got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them. We missed 3.
Can we do the last 3?
Last 3 are gonna be Killionaire.
That's oh shit! I don't know that one. That I want to say that's 10 kills.
Yep.
Killionaire.
Oh, nice.
Invincible.
That's when you wait. Oh man, I'm not sure on that one actually. I would say, let me guess. I would say that's. Oh, I'm not sure actually.
Invincible is for killing 30 opponents in a row without dying in multiplayer.
Oh yes, got it. I knew that. Yep.
And then the last one,
Invincible.
Invincible.
and then the last one is extermination.
That's got to do with zombies, right? You kill 10 zombies, maybe?
Nope.
Huh.
That
What is that
one
one?
is you kill the entire team within
Oh, yes. I freaking know that. I 100% know that. I remember now. I'm nervous. God.
Extermination.
Well, that was
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
remember
fun.
that. I've gotten that quite a few times, actually.
So, well, man, thank you so much for taking the time to be on my stream now that my dogs are going crazy for no reasons.
Of course, that was a blast. I really appreciate you having me, and I hope that it wasn't too bad.
I thought I had a
fun.
blast.
Yeah, I mean that's all that matters, right?
Mhm.
Screw everybody else.
Yeah, screw all of you. We had fun. But thank you.
It's okay for me to cry, okay?
We're allowed to. We've established this, and if you haven't seen this, this will be on YouTube later today, and then you can rewatch it there.
Oh, nice. You're gonna do it all in one day, huh? That's awesome.
Yeah, I might as well just upload it all. I mean, I might
Yeah.
try to edit a little bit of the beginning part because I was like, click, click, ah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
But thank you, bots, humans, and everyone alike for joining us. If y'all haven't followed him
Uppers.
before, Down below is the link to Kilroykilljoy. Go give him a follow.
Killjoy.
Show him some love. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you very much.
I will see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.
Look forward to it.
Have a good one, y'all.